Hold on a second. Alright, editing video or anything like that, but I promised that I would do this if you check the comments of my newest Toronto vlog. So, if you haven't been checking into the world news or anything like that, then you wouldn't, I guess you wouldn't know, but in Toronto yesterday there was a van attack, and the van plowed through a crowd of people on Yonge Street in in a major part of Toronto, and plowed through so many people. 10 people died and 15 were injured. Lots of them are critically injured, meaning that their injuries are life-threatening. So it's really not a good situation. And it really upset me in a way that these attacks usually don't make me feel. I know it sounds a little wrong to say, but Toronto, it just felt different for me. It just felt much worse. I don't know if it's because I have this dream of mine to live there and something so tragic happened to people there, or what it really was. Maybe it's because I was just there, and I'm going to get into that in a second. But I don't know, it just really hit me when that happened. Yeah, it still shocks me because as big as Toronto is, the community there is so great that I would have never seen something like this happen. So it, it's it's very sad. But what I was gonna get into is my time in Toronto when I visited in the vlog. There's lots of things that I didn't end up showing on camera. I didn't have my phone out to record it or anything like that, but they're beautiful moments that really altogether made me love Toronto even more than before. And all of those moments involve the people of Toronto. The people of Toronto are so friendly, open-minded, they have open hearts, and they're so generous, kind, all of that. They're amazing people. I didn't encounter one bad person in my entire visit in Toronto. I thought Toronto was going to be much worse in terms of the people. I thought people would be angry and moody because it's a big city and all, but no, it actually surprised me, it amazed me, and I actually argued that the people in Toronto are much nicer than some of the people I see here in my own city. I'm amazed by how amazing the people are there. And it's not only my word, it's also the word of eyewitnesses that were down there, saying that there was this one person that risked their life to save a 78-year-old woman from getting injured in that whole ordeal. And there were also a bunch of people that came to help the injured in any way that they could. So it really touches my heart. And there were also people tweeting out that there were people wishing strangers good night and all that, and just consoling each other in the city of Toronto. And I know for a fact that Toronto's going to get through this. It's not going to tear Toronto down, and it's not going to tear their values down, either their values of diversity and inclusiveness. That's what makes Toronto great. It's not a hindrance to Toronto's prosperity. It's actually what makes Toronto so beautiful. Um, so yeah, that really touched my heart, and I'm going to talk about a few of the nice people in Toronto. So one of them would be when I was coming out of the spaghetti factory, if you saw in my last vlog in Toronto. On the way to the bus, there was this man on the street, just this random stranger. I didn't know. Nobody at the school knows them, but they stepped in to make sure that our whole group knew that our bus couldn't park in front of the restaurant. They had to park down the road for whatever reason. So this random stranger helped direct our whole school travel group to the bus. So I made sure to thank him. Don't know if he heard me because my voice is quiet. But that's just one example of the amazing heart of the people of Toronto. And I know that any of those people that got hit, unfortunately, if they were not struck and they saw this thing go down, I know that those people themselves would rush to help the victims, because everyone in Toronto is from what I've seen in Toronto, everyone has such a big heart. And I also sent messages to Carl Wolf. If you know Carl Wolf, he's he was popular like in the 2000s. He's releasing some new music now. Um, Anyways, he's very popular in Canada. He's trying to go worldwide. I'm not trying to give an endorsement here, but I was talking to him. He lives in Toronto, and him and so many people in Toronto that live there were affected by it emotionally. And I could only imagine how the families feel. There's so many families that are going to sleep tonight without some of their loved ones because of this. And it's very sad. There was one person that was a student there. So just imagine their parents and what they're feeling. Um, all right, my mom's yelling. Please just ignore that because this is more important. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep going on with this because it's getting long, and I'm just dragging this on because I keep saying the same things because the same thoughts of sadness keep going through my head. But it was hard for me to process that last night. It was horrific. And there were some people on TV. I'm not going to go too far into this, but there were some people on TV in the background when the Toronto mayor was giving a briefing on all the people who died and all that. And they were just thinking that it's their time for 15 minutes of fame and dancing in the background while this serious stuff is being talked about. So that was really disrespectful. And there was also the media. The media mostly did good in terms of ethics, but I did kind of blast one of them on Twitter because there are some outlets that are plastering pictures of people, the body bags of the people who are dead, plastering it on their as their head photo on their news story, and using the dead victims for clicks. And I just can't imagine how the families feel and how angry they must be at seeing that their family member that passed away could be the one in the body bag that's being plastered for clicks on an article. You don't have to go that far to get people to click. Um, yeah, so that really frustrated me, but I don't know what else to say. Just a really disappointing situation. It's not going to turn me away from wanting to move to Toronto. It's not going to deter me from wanting to visit Toronto again. I'm certainly going to go back. In fact, I'm more inclined to go back now to show my support for the community that has just been affected by such a tragedy. I want to go back and just enjoy that city and support them because they need it. And that's all I'm going to say for now. If you haven't seen my Toronto vlogs, I guess you could see them. But I had the best time of my life there. It was amazing. So definitely grieving everything that happened there. My condolences go out to everyone, all the victims, and all the family members and friends of the victims. It's a hard moment, but Toronto will get through it. Hashtag Toronto Strong. Thanks for watching. I'm going to have a happier video probably next. But I just wanted to post this quick thing. And it was definitely last night, as you'll see in the thumbnail, but definitely last night I was looking closer at my Toronto souvenir, which I didn't really get to show you yet. But that's my Toronto souvenir, the beautiful skyline. And Toronto truly embodies everything that Canada stands for. And that the Canadian spirit really showed through the acts of kindness that bystanders of this tragedy did to help people. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Gotta end the stream now. Gotta find out how to end it, though. Okay, bye-bye.